Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Thaumaturge Blind. I'm your host, Lasan Faye, and... well, there's a golem hunting Wiktor. As we are learning. I don't think talking to him is the right idea. I don't think talking to anyone is really
Was that the sound of a fuck-up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Really glad I grabbed those. That's probably helped me avoid a couple of fights. I'm just seeing what else is here. If there is anything. Oh boy. What? Well, this is just rude, game. Okay, you just get attacked with Bukovac, you get attacked with Ufia. Actually, let's... go after you first. You just don't take as much focus damage. So let's make you suffer. Alright. He's out of the fight. Yeah, let's... disable your trait. Let's prevent new traits from being added. We can break his focus. Rude. Alright. Get rid of you. Over to you. Let's see, I think I can do this. Let's inflict suffering. I know what's happening after the fact, but... I can do this, and this. And... there we go. that's the way out. Just curious what's here. Nothing open.
Don't even think of reaching for your magic book. Vanya's pistol has a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Ah.
Chief!
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right?
I see.
All you have to do is tell us where Svetlana Petrovna is.
Well, could just tell you she's dead. It's probably the easiest thing to do.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
Are you sure?
She went down with a boat and didn't resurface.
Lie.
Wiktor, I'll be honest with you. That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
Do you have a gun to the back of my head? Could ask nicely.
As far as I know,
Yeah,
all
but,
Svetlana's
no.
secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here. Why did you help Svetlana?
Why'd you shoot Vanya?
You first. Why did you kill him?
I never liked him. And he shouldn't know so much. Why did you help Svetlana?
Info? Yeah.
It was purely business. Her freedom in exchange for information.
And? Did she tell you what you wanted?
Yes. Quid pro quo, Chief. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No. But, once you do, don't neglect to inform me.
Boy. Whose side are you on?
And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
I need to get out of here.
Apparently so. As big as this area is, the path the game wants me to take is very linear. Yep, so that's all boarded up right now. Don't have much of a choice. Okay. No, I can't. So. I am for the moment.
Ah, you're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Ah, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right?
No.
Do you need my help?
This shouldn't surprise me, but sure. How did you know?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
Difficult night.
This has been an especially difficult night for me.
Is everything all right with Svetlana?
No.
Why do you ask?
You two left without saying goodbye. Did something happen?
Let's talk about the golem, because that is ultimately what's going to take us to the conclusion.
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
No.
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor.
I don't think it's
A
actually
material
Salvatore.
one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
Sure.
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
Yeah.
I've really got a lot on my shoulders. My father's secrets, his lover's death, the Ochrana, and now a golem. I think I can bear this too, if it lets me get rid of the other problems. Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
But not safe here.
Thank you for stopping by.
Just say
See you
goodnight.
again soon, my friend. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
Maybe.
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
Am I gonna occasionally have a golem fight now?
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
When did he
How
arrive?
long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna. I received him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... Strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
Spiritualist? No. We'll be nice to Lygia.
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
I mean, she does have a very clear dislike for him, so let's...
What makes you dislike him so much?
It's how he talks and... his eyes. They unsettle me. And he smells. Haven't you noticed? I can still smell him here. I can only congratulate you on having friends like that. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who?
Who are those women?
Whores, Wiktor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurissa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
I think... Enemies? Enemies.
Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or...
Besides...
Did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
Okay. 2.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you all right? What were you doing there?
Well...
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
I don't want to be rude. Uncle? Maybe?
What about Uncle Sasha? I handled something for him recently, so I'm sure he'd be eager to help.
It's too risky to arrange this through family. And morally dubious. I'm afraid this is outside his purview.
Also, Uncle Sasha is uncle through mother's side? Because if it's through mother's side, then sure. But if it's through father's side, then wasn't the golem also hunting for him? I can't remember. tempted to say I'll think of something.
Don't worry. Nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
Could be confident in myself. Could use this point to bring up Konichkin. Could loop it back around to Rasputin. I don't know. Let's go 3.
O ye of little faith. You can trust me, sister.
I do trust you. And look how far that's gotten me.
That's a little unfair, sister.
Alright.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
I understand that each of us has various relationships we're tangled up in. But I think we should start talking about them more often.
Agreed. I'll only add that a contact like him is very useful in business.
I'm guessing he knows how to arrange contacts for you. I'm sure he often invites you to all sorts of soirees and receptions, right?
I don't always accept. It seems like we've each got our own miracle worker. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago.
Interesting.
What's the real reason we're talking about Koniechkin?
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the golem?
I don't know.
Was he there because of the lady-in-waiting you were the last one to see before she died?
Theoretically.
No, I've had enough. Don't say another word. I desperately need to be alone right now. Where are my cigarettes?
Somewhere. Ooh. Those who do not lose do not gain. Okay, can't leave, so sure. Have I read stuff up here? Maybe I don't try to while Lygia's standing right there. Alright. There are 2 things to read in her room. Did that actually quick save? Yes, it does. Okay. Rest.
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream?
Yep.
I need to get out of here.
Well, hopefully this is the way out.
Fool.
Yeah.
The devil himself.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Konieczka, I think actually will be prudent.
Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Ligia and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Okay, no, I do kind of want to see.
We've been seeing one another more and more since you died.
Ask me about something you don't know.
Fine.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Ligia as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you.
Yep.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
Was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Well, that was something. Wiktor is back. On the one hand, I feel like crying with happiness. On the other, my brother has changed a lot, and I can find it hard to see him in the boy he used to be. Or hard to see in him the way he used to be. I can remember our 12th birthday, the one that we spent together. Papa, Mother, Wiktor, and I. They took us to the carousel and then Mrs. Jagoda's patisserie. Wiktor and I kicked each other under the table and stole the best bits from one another. I can still remember his laugh. Oh, how he laughed. With every fiber of his being, and so much that his cheeks quivered. Our parents shared a plum donut, and they looked almost happy. I thought back then that maybe it would be all right, that we would be a real family, one without yelling secrets or the awful pressure of expectations. Sadly, I was wrong. First Mother left, then Wiktor, now Father. Everyone is leaving. I wonder how long until my brother leaves me again. Unfinished text. As the aforementioned Nexus author notes, as well as men, there are women and children working in factories too, which most likely results from the sad truth that men, women, and children all need to eat. The quote is intentionally perverse, yet it uncompromisingly highlights the fact that the children's work is in atrocity. That... ... Alright. I guess Lygia is downstairs? Answer.
Theodosia Majewska's bathhouse. Wiktor speaking.
Trotsky, this is Pielewin.
I was waiting for your call, Commissioner. Go on.
They released Kajetan in the morning. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
I cleared him of all the charges, but he doesn't really care.
How did the fisherman's, I mean Clara's case end?
That's covered with investigative secrecy.
I see. And what about... Hello?
Probably should have just said goodbye. It's fine. Alright, let's have breakfast.
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. Maybe I'll talk to Konieczkin.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. What's next?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
Indeed.
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
More recently. But...
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will
Okay,
you join
cool.
me?
Yes. But... Yes.
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right. Let's go.
Oh dear, we're going right now. Not exactly what I wanted. But it's fine.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Not really, but... Let's ask the difference.
Actually, What is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate.
Lovely. Hear her out.
Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
The store's safer in your
This
hands.
conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
Alright. Cool. Well, I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, and happy trails.